Oh, what's this you say? Vapor is playing Cities Skylines? Could it be? After all the people asking, is he finally playing it? I guess we'll find out right after this. Welcome friends, followers and transients to Cities Skylines. Yes, finally, after people asking me constantly to play this game, I'm doing it. I played it when it first came out, I guess, maybe around the nighttime expansion, I can't remember now, but I have played it on the channel briefly in the past. But I thought it's time to give it another go. I don't really play many city building games on the channel anymore, so it seems like a good time to add the game. I have all the expansions. I got the most recent one. It was donated to me very kindly, so that's great. So we have the Green Cities DLC. As you can see, I've not got all the different mods. I've got Prop and Tree Anarchy, I've got the Move It. I did think I enabled the prop line tool, but I'm not seeing anything down here, so I've probably done something wrong with that. But I don't particularly need that sort of stuff straight away. I'm not going to go for a crazy decoration series. I know that's probably what most of you would expect, but as you can see, we don't have unlimited money. I'm going to try and do a little bit of management. As I kind of get a feel for the game and get used to how it all works, I will probably decorate as we go along in that sense. And if I feel comfortable enough, I will probably go for it. But to start off with, we're just going to try and actually play the game. I'm just having a look. So we're using the Redwood Hills map, which is a custom map from the Steam Workshop. It is a nice map. I haven't got the camera tools yet, so we can't really zoom out properly, but I just like the look and feel of the map with this kind of nice river coming through here out into the ocean. There's plenty of flat land, there's plenty of area for industry, and it's just a nice looking map, so I thought this would be a good one to start with. It is. I don't think I've got everything turned on that I should. 1 second, let me just double check stuff. Graphics. Oh no, I do have it on. This is what I was thinking about, because it does make a huge difference to how the game looks. And it does look a lot cleaner and nicer than usual. Now, I'm almost tempted to come off here and use this. We've got a small area here, we've got some train tracks. To be honest, it doesn't feel like the nicest square to start off in. It's kind of got a big river churning through the middle of it, but maybe we can do something with it. Let me just have a look-see down here. We've got another train track this side. I'm just thinking we could use an on and off ramp here on this side. I mean, where are we going to get water from? I suppose we do have the rivers here. I don't really want to be dumping my wastage into this river, but we don't have much choice, I don't think, at this stage. We could come off here, I suppose. I think we will. We'll go with an on-ramp and an off-ramp off here, because I think they're cheaper. So we'll just kind of come off this road and then go back onto this road, just so people coming in and out can only come this way. I guess, yeah, there's no other way for them to do it. Probably not the best way to do it to start off with, but let's give it a whirl. Let's see if it'll let me do that anyway. No, it won't, because the wonderful Cities Skylines, even after all this time, doesn't unlock half the roads that you need to get started. You have to start with this. Okay, we'll come over here. And I do know if you place this and delete it, it will unlock other stuff, but I feel like the game wants me to do this. So I'm just trying to think, oh, this is all new. So we got, before I had precision tools. I don't have that mod anymore, but it seems the game has now added that, which is quite sexy in its own way. Okay, that's not what we wanted to do. See? Straight away. I've got a clue what I'm doing. This is 2-lane? No, it's not. Curved road. Here we go. Let's try that again. Is that locked to there? It is, and that's the... Ah, look, here we go. We're cooking with gas. Now, I've got to be careful because of, like, the taxes and stuff. And then the cost of, like, maintaining roads and all that jazz. That looks round to me. Could do that being one way. Do we have an option to make that one way? It appears not. Oh, wait a minute. What's this one? This one's a 6-lane. This is 4-lane. I'd like that being one way. Maybe 2-way. Yeah, I suppose we could go with that. Where's the upgrade tool? Because it's been a while. I think it's that, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. And we're driving on the left side of the road because I'm British and that's what I'm used to. So if it's going to bake a few of your noodles, that's why the arrows are going the opposite way. I guess we stick with the one way. So this is going to make this road slightly smaller, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to have a little bit of backing up traffic, I guess, here. There we go. And I think I have the traffic president. Did I download that as well? Yes, there it is. So I can take away some of the more annoying features of the game, like traffic lights when we don't need them. But there's nothing really going on here to cause me any grief. Have we got the game paused? We have. Okay, so if we're going to come around here, people are going to want to come in and out of here. So we're going to need a little bit of a neighborhood over here, I guess. Can I see industry and stuff yet? Or at least traffic routes. Ooh. New toys. I mean, this is probably not new to some people, but it is to me. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Natural resources. I guess we can't see that yet. Okay. So if they're going to come in here, they can kind of come out. We'll have a bit of a neighborhood coming over here. So I'm going to kind of use for my inspiration of like city building in this sense. I'm going to kind of a little bit use like English style. Now, I know in places like America, roads are very kind of blocky. But over here, roads really wind and stuff like that. I'll probably load an image up on Google Maps at some point and show you. But we do have straight roads, but they never stay straight for very long, unless it's the motorway, or what's also known as a highway, I suppose. So we'll kind of go with that. I should probably have this. Thinking about it. There's not one way. There we go. Is it me or is that arrow on the wrong side of the road? Have I not put that? I've not put drive on the left side of the road on. I can't change that now, can I? Oh, how annoying. I was wondering, why is that arrow on that opposite side? Well, that's mildly frustrating. Never mind. Okay. So, we'll chuck a road off. I'm going to leave a little bit of space here because I think if I do that, it's going to cause issues here when people are trying to come in and out. So let's come up here a little bit. As you can tell, I am literally fresh off the boat when it comes to this game. I have minimal knowledge on what I'm doing, and I'm going to kind of require you guys in the comments to help me out a little bit with some stuff. I will learn. I'm not a complete amateur. What have we got here? So we got a water tower. So how much? Noise pollution 25, cost $3,500, 240 a week. How much is a pump? So it's a little bit cheaper, and it costs the same to upkeep. The only difference being is it needs pipes. It uses exactly the same amount of electricity, allegedly. The pumping capacity is half. So this one's more expensive. It pumps less. I guess we're gonna need... Well, let's have a look at power first, because I guess we're gonna rely on wind. Oh. There's not a lot of it around here, is there? Oh my goodness. I mean, there is once you get here and kind of towards the edges, so that sucks a little bit. I mean, what have we got over here? 5 megawatts, 4 megawatts. Oh dear. I mean, we can go with coal. It's super dirty. I guess the first square we're going to go for is this one, because we can plonk things along the shore here. I suppose I don't really want to build it all the way over there. It's such a distance. This makes noise as well. Yikes. 4. Wait a minute. 6. Can we get a 7? No. Okay. Well, let's put one here. I guess we'll foot the bill of having some cables shooting across here. So if we put one to just about there. How are we doing for money? Okay, we're fine. And if we're going to be pumping sewage in here, which I don't really want to do, I guess the water pump, the fresh intake, needs to be up here somewhere. Let's have a look, because some of the water seems to be kind of lapping over the edges here. We need it where it's firmly in the water, I think. We don't quite hit the river itself over that side. There looks like the best place, but it's so far away. There's not much flow on this river either. Or maybe here. Let's try and get that in as deep as possible. There we go. Because if the water level drops, I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, it does actually mess things up a little bit. It can't get the water. And I could be wrong with that. So it has been a while, and I'm very, 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 very rusty at the game. I'll bring you across here. Can we get you across the highway without causing any issues? We can. I'll bring you to there. And I think if we put a little bit more residential either side here, can we switch you to this? Okay, that's a bit small. That will hopefully connect the two dots for us there. And we'll also need sewage. I guess we need this kind of down here somewhere. If I drop it there, it should have power, which would be awesome. And then this needs to be hooked up. There we go. So we just need. I can't remember. There was a like a precise distance that you could do that would make these line up, and I can't remember what it was now. Was it like 460-ish cost? I think it was something like that. It's a little bit of a thingy here. I don't think that's going to cause me an issue with water. Anyway, let's unpause the game. Ah, Chirper. How have you been? I know most people would ignore that. Ah, we have our first house. Let's see, what have we got going on here? Oh, we've got a couple of houses coming in. Just have a quick drink of tea. It's still early here, and my voice is not quite what it should be, so I'll probably sound a little bit weird. Listen how peaceful it is here at the moment. Not a lot going on. So all these houses are going to be the default houses. I've not added anything extra. Wow, this is just normal speed. Look how quick they're coming in. So yeah, everything you're seeing is currently new with with the game. It's nothing new that I've added. Are these just windows? I think they're skylights, aren't they? They're not solar panels. Well, there's some really nice looking houses coming in here. They've definitely done some work on the base houses though. What have we got coming in here? Is it another one that looks a little bit like this? I think it is. It's a carbon copy almost, isn't it? It is a carbon copy. Right, we've got some people coming in. So the power is not quite hooked up to the water yet, but as soon as we get someone here, we will. Okay, so we've got a little bit of demand for commercial, a little bit of demand for industry, and we're currently making a humongous loss. Let me pause the game again, just for a second. Why are we with water? Right, okay, we got full coverage of water. I'm tempted just to paint down here. Can we get rid of you? We can, because OCD and all that. Come across here. It might be an idea just to kind of pipe a little bit of extra road across here before those houses build. Now the temptation for me is to build some commercial and industry along here. I mean, industry in here would be fantastic. There is wood. But I've got to be careful of people coming along here to work and the traffic that's going to cause. So I guess if we're going to be sending industry out of here, we need a road that connects up here. Just to try and minimize the workload this roundabout is going to have to deal with. But I think initially it's not going to be a humongous problem. So I think if we come to about here. Now if we go for a slightly curvier road here, let's shake it up a little bit. Going to cut round this nice kind of wooded sort of area. I'm guessing we can take advantage of this with the industry. I don't think we need an in and out, do we? I mean, we could literally go with that road. So we've got industrial zone. Can I do districts yet? I'm not sure. Districts. I ain't got the population to do it. So this is going to be really stinky industry to start off with, isn't it? So let's do that. Have they got water? They haven't. So they're going to moan about that if I don't give them such facilities. They've also not got any power. Did we go as far as that? I think we might be okay for the moment. Although money's not exactly, you know, it's not a huge issue right now. Let's go for about there. So how do we get power to there? Okay, it's not too far. So we could probably run something to about there, and hopefully somebody builds on that end first. Commercial is going to be the next thing. Can we just remove these train lines? Let's unpause the game again. Yes, we can. The only thing is when I find you starting out in this game, everything's got to be crammed in such a small area. We can move things around later on. We're going to go with just a straight road here, I think. We'll run one off that way. We'll have just a tiny bit of commercial down here. Interesting how that pylon does that. But yeah, if I deleted that, yeah, it's going to allow me to do that. That's what I thought. And then the same here. I'm gonna cause some upset by doing this, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now we've got that, but if we now come in... Oh no, it still does that. Interesting. So if we run you to, say, here, we take you... Is it shift or control? How do we stop it snapping? There's got to be an option to turn snapping off. I thought it'd be like shift or something like that, toggle snapping. There we go. It still snaps a little bit, doesn't it? That'll do for now. Once these build in, we can obviously remove these power cables. I guess it costs us money to run them as well. Okay, so we've still not got... Did I not put any... I did put some green stuff down there, so... Let's unpause the game and hope somebody moves in. That will connect the water up. But it's not a bad looking neighbourhood. I guess we can name some of the districts as well once we get to that point. We can name the roads. I'll probably get into all that sort of stuff. I did kind of want to do like a backstory or something, but I just want to get used to the game at first. Did I put water down here? Not quite. Yeah, so I'm not going to go like crazy. And this is, I know the anticipation is there for me to do that sort of thing, but when you don't understand the tools that you have to learn your craft first, don't you? So you'll have to bear with me a little bit. But I'm playing the game. That is the main thing. Okay, so we need, was it a population of 1,000? Well, we've got 208. Okay, they're crying out for work. Oh, we've got some industry coming in up here. Typical, it would kind of drop in at the far end. I suppose later on, like I was saying earlier, we don't want all the traffic pouring in through here and going out through there, because this just become terrible. So I think we kind of need to add some roads coming off here. So we could have a road coming in here, and then we could try and jump one across to come back that way. We can mess around with this sort of stuff. This is only the early days, isn't it? So it's not like a massive problem. Aha, you're going to have power, and you're going to have power. So you're going to spread the joys of electricity to your neighbours. Fantastic. So there's no need for housing. So that's why we're not getting any water. So I guess we're going to have to do that. The only thing with industry is it kind of sucks up power, doesn't it? Do any of these warn me about power? Do I have to be in here to see it? Okay, so we're not too bad at the moment. Can we afford another one? Because the industry is going to kill me on that. Let's just whack one in and be prepared. I think there's a mod called City Vitals, I believe, that kind of sits up here somewhere. So you can always see how you're standing with things like that. Again, I'm not sure. It's been a while. Oh, I've got the day and night cycle on as well. So let me know if that bothers you. I mean, I'll probably turn it off if I'm doing some epic building. I've also got the weather turned on. I don't think disasters are turned on, but I could be wrong. Okay, that's hooked up. Awesome source. So they're all going to get power now. Let's have a look. Power. So we're producing 12 megawatts and we're using 5. But once all these crank up, I'm pretty sure that's going to give me some headache. We got a car coming in here. Is it commercial? Can we have a zoom in? Ooh. Oh no, it's like a Jeep, isn't it? Oh, another Jeep. A Jeep seemed to be the way forward in this town. Oh man, this game is so beautiful. I really forgot. Let's switch to the sexy mode. Here we go. Wow. It is gorgeous. Got some Aurora Borealis going on here. Got a UFO flying above. This is nice. How have I avoided this game for so long? I don't know. I mean, I watch people play it. I tend to watch people like Strict Toaster, who does... very kind of decorative builds, and like Flux Trance as well is another one. They do really, really beautiful stuff, but the hours they must put into it is insane. I think Zerdus as well is a relatively small YouTuber. He makes a lot of good maps. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, because I think it starts something like a CZ, and I'm not good with words like that. But yeah, he does some quite nice stuff as well. He doesn't go as far as like Flux Trance and Strict Toaster, but he still makes some nice maps and some nice builds as well. So I guess I'm gonna kind of try and be in between the two. So I know I said the two, there was 3 people I mentioned, but yeah. Oh my goodness, here it comes. Why didn't I put left-hand drive on? See, in my kind of excitement to get into the game, I didn't do that. But this, already you can see that the traffic flowing through here. The good thing is there's no traffic lights, so people are just going to flow through quite nicely. And then when everyone goes to work, they're all going to go the same way. It's only once we get kind of the commercial and the industry kind of thrown into the mix, I think we're going to have some problem. These buildings don't look Rapido Motors, and they got a nuclear sign. Nice. Yeah, I think once the commercial traffic starts going, yeah, there we go. We are using some power. I guess it's more of a drain at night as well. It's 3.1 degrees. I guess we don't need heat in this. I know because you have the frozen maps, you can put heating in, but I don't think we need to do that. Beautiful. So we're only making a little bit of a loss, but once I unlock my taxes, I think I can increase. I can increase the tax on various things to a certain point. I think was it 13% was enough to get some extra dollar without them complaining. You'll have to let me know, because I'm not too sure. I'm just wondering if we should just put a road there. There we go. I know this is all very blocky, and I did promise you curved roads, but initially I'm just trying to get some things going. There we go. We're on a positive. That's what we needed. How are we doing for water? Because we've got 1 pump. We're fine with that. Electricity is going to be the concern, but hopefully when we get to unlock the milestone, which is a population of 550, I think we'll probably buy, I think this one here. I mean, it's kind of almost useless space because of the river, but it's going to give us the option for wind power, and I don't really want to use coal if I can help it. And I suppose after that we'll come down here, because it's a nice square. We got the ocean there, so we can think of either industry or some kind of. Then again, we got the other side, but I would like to do kind of. I'm trying to think what it's called. Like a holiday area. My brain will come to me soon. I forget what it's called. Okay, we've got some logging vehicles coming in here. We've got some commercial vehicles as well. So he's still crying out for industry, but I don't really want to push that at the moment, just because of the power issues. Where's that tractor going? Is that tractor going to a garage? Okay, so that says Rapido Motors, and it's got what looks like silos on it. Who knows? See, he's going to have to go all the way around and do a U-turn. How are they going to do that in that massive truck? Oh my goodness, he jackknifed. Craziness. It's all very peaceful. Okay, so industry's what they want, but everyone's happy. We've got some money coming in. We've got to get that extra population. And they've literally filled everything up that I've put in, so we'll put you here. I might run a road off here somewhere. I know I said I didn't want to be too close to that, but I think we might be okay because there's no traffic lights. It's once we add traffic lights. And then again, having 2 roads right next to each other may not be a good thing. Wait a minute, has anyone built here yet? No. Oh, literally, as I say that, somebody... Oh, there is a house there. I just couldn't see it amongst the trees. Let's run one out here to be safe. And here. Give me that population, give me that lovely population. We don't ask for much. So we come along there, they've only got 1 route. That's not too bad. It's all giveaway signs anyway, isn't it? Oh, we're getting close. Has everybody got water here? No. So that's going to cause a little bit of upset, isn't it? It's going to do something like this. It's particularly unpretty, but can we sneak across that? Yes, there we go. And they should have power. Oh, we're struggling for... Yeah, I knew that would happen. Hopefully that extra wind power will help. Is it an extra 4 megawatts? There we go. You're probably all saying, I'll just build coal. What's wrong with you? But I don't. I'm going to try and keep it as green as possible because, I mean, that is the expansion after all. So I guess the end goal, for the most part, is to have a green, sustainable society here. And to try and preserve as much of Redwood Hills as possible. I know we're pumping our sewage into this lovely river down here. Woohoo! We're now a little hamlet. So what have we got? Garbage, healthcare and education, loans and taxes, new buildings, landfill, medical clinic, elementary school, recycling centre. Ah, that's actually new because the only one before, I'm pretty sure, was a download from the Steam Workshop, and a community school. That's new, I think. A small and safe community school allows children to get education and grow into educated adults. An alternative to an elementary school. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that. And this is the thing now, because I've unlocked these things, people expect them. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? I don't feel like I need to raise the taxes just yet. We're making quite a bit of money, so as it stands, we're fine. Healthcare. So we got a bit of brownness going on here. Is that because I'm in the healthcare tab? It is. People are moaning a touch about garbage. Landfill sites. Eesh. What about education? Because that's always a good one. So this one costs 12,240 a week. It's a lot more expensive. It's got 300 capacity. That's got a 250. What is the difference? I don't understand. Only children can attend. It doesn't say water. Consumes less. It consumes less water. Consumes less electricity, but it doesn't hold as many and costs more to run and buy. I guess this is on the green school side of things. Sorry, green school. The green city side of things. It could be what it is. Now this, somewhere here may be a good spot for this. Can we whack you in there? That's got fairly good coverage. There's a huge outcry for work. Did we not get an option to unlock a square? Oh, he didn't give me that. Gonna get a... Oh, wow. Okay, so power. We might have to actually... I suppose we've got a little bit of space over here. Can we squeeze another one in here and still get... We got 5 megawatts. These things are not cheap, are they? There we go. That's costing me a fortune. So we got a bit of an issue with garbage already. People are moaning. That was naturally going to happen. We can't afford that yet. We might have to up the taxes. Where are we going to put this? We can't move this later on, I think. We could kind of hide it over here somewhere. I suppose. Let's just stretch this road a touch into the forest. And nobody can see it. Okay, how much do we need to buy that for? 4,000. Okay, I guess we're going to up the taxes a touch. Let's just go for 10%. Or 11. Because I can't remember what the golden number was where they don't complain. It might be 12 or 13%. I really can't remember. What do we need for that? 4,000. So we'll be there very shortly. But education is a good thing, right? Having that down first, in my opinion, is right. Because doesn't it enable the people to be more... kind of energy conscious and stuff like that, and they'll recycle where they can and all that good stuff. I think we're having quite a good start here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like, yeah, it's not going too bad. So obviously we have our landfill now, we have a schooling. Obviously we're going to need some healthcare at some point. We're a little bit short on cash to do that, but we're getting almost $1,000. Well, I mean, what are these monies? C's? Skyline coins? I don't even know. But yeah, it's starting to come in, and we're doing okay for power, we're doing okay for water. What is this? Noise pollution? Well, that makes sense because of what it is. Traffic's probably next to nothing. Although this area is probably going to get fairly busy as time goes by. Pollution, again, makes sense. Not much we can do about some of that stuff, but they want more industry. Can we do this yet? Population of 1,100, and we're at 6. Oh, we've got to double our population before we can get to that glorious number. Well, we could, I guess, add a few more houses. It was quite foggy this morning in here. Let's get you here. I suppose once we take that cable out, that's going to free us up a nice bit of an area. We'll come across it. We can always bulldoze some of these things later on. Let's do something like that. Have you got water? You have. So you'll be happy. Yeah, as I say, I want this to be more forestry. So in the long run, I guess that's where we're going. Are these people parking on the side of the road? My goodness. I would be parking my vehicle here knowing trucks are coming down there. But hey, you know, should they wish to kind of shorten the life of their vehicle. Are we not on the... Oh, we are, but this one I think is the one I wanted. Let's try and... Ah, there we go. Getting the hang of it. Slowly but surely, it's just wiping out all my trees. But can we kind of do something like... Okay, that didn't kind of go the way I expected it to. Is seriously Control Z in this game? Nope. If we come out here, what happens if... That looks terrible. But it's doing the job. We got a little bit. We might get some small industry in there, I suppose. Let's do something like that, and we'll free up a little bit of space here. With any luck, they've all got power, they've all got water, everybody will be happy there. But I'd love to switch this to forestry, just to keep the trees to some degree. That fog is slightly annoying, isn't it? I think I can turn that off. Let's have a look. Did I download that? Cloud and fog. Disable edge fog, distance fog, industrial... Okay, I don't have the one that can turn that off. I guess it'll burn off as the morning goes by. But it is a touch annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get the mod for that. Why have you not got power? You're hooked up, you're hooked up. Are we not generating? We're not generating enough. Can we not? Oh, we can't afford it. How much did it cost? 6,000. Yikes. It's all that wonderful industry I've put in. I wonder. We could take a loan, but I don't particularly want to. We got money coming in. How much does it cost? 6,000. Can we take a loan? I think we're going to have to. I'm pretty sure we can up this a little bit. Let's go for 13. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's take a loan. I don't think I've ever had to do that before in Cities Skylines whenever I have played it, but there we go. Is that enough? Once they all kick in? It's extra 10 megawatts. That'll give me 20, not quite. Oh, one of them's not spinning. Is that going to go up? It's going to give me 4. Oh, we need that extra square. So what have we got over here? 5. God, it's not really worth it. The cost of running the cables over there as well. What about you? 3. Got a 5 here. If I move that power cable, we got another one we could potentially whack in there. So I guess let's get rid of you. What? Where did my money go? I had money. You feeding game. Speed the game up a little bit. Should hopefully give me... We got enough power to keep everybody happy right now, but I guess once it switches to nighttime, that is gonna woof all the way down. Although the industry should technically stop on that, right? Right, there we go. We got a little bit of a buffer now. Whoa, it's scary. Scary, scary, scary. We need more commercial as well. How are we for population? 767. Have we... Okay, we've not filled all this in. That might be enough to actually take us to the point that we need to get to. I mean, I can drop a tiny bit of commercial in here. I'm just dubious because of the whole power situation. I mean, how are we looking now? It's night time. I'm going to download the Vitals mod. Okay, it's jumped up. So industry must stop at night. Which is perfect. It makes sense, doesn't it? So it's only during the day that that's going to hurt us. But I guess once all the lights switch on, oh, they're already on. Perfect. I think it's going reasonably well. I think there's a couple of mods that I need to get. I'm not sure how you feel about having nighttime on. I mean, I kind of like it personally, but depends what we're doing at the time. Like now, we're just kind of looking around and having a mosey around the new neighborhood, but I guess it could be annoying to some people. Also, we need to name the area. It's currently called Lakedale, so if you have any ideas of some good names, please let me know in the comments. That'd be much appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, and definitely like if you're not new to the channel as well. I should have worded that a little bit better, I guess. Such an amateur. You wouldn't believe I've been doing this for a couple of years now. Anyway, on that glorious note, I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you very much for watching, but until next time, as always, take care.